Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you are. My name is John, or Last Frontier Bricks, and this is my review of the LEGO City Space Base and Rocket Launchpad. That's a mouthful. Sorry about the lack of updates as of late. Long story short, I experienced a little bit of burnout when it came to the channel. I mean, no harm, no foul. Every YouTuber deals with it every once in a while. So basically, I just took a week off of making videos. So hopefully, that's going to be changing real quick. Anyway, back to the set. It is set number 60434. Comes with a total of 1,422 pieces, plus 6 minifigures, 1 buildable robot, and 2 alien figures. And normally retails for about $135. But, exclamation point, if you guys want to get a really good deal on this set, you guys might want to check your local Walmart. Because as of the recording of this video, I picked this guy up just last night for $81 before tax. That is fantastic. That's over $50 in savings. So again, if you guys want to get this set on a really good, not a really good price, especially since this set is rumored to be retiring this year, you guys might want to check your local Walmart. Because again, that's over $50 in savings. This is what made me finally pull the trigger on this guy in the first place. Anyway, taking a look at the front of the box art, you got your classic LEGO Space logo up there in the top right corner. Got the full set out in its full glory with the rocket being ready to launch. You can see the crane in full working motion. You can see both of the aliens, one there hanging off the side of a cliff, the other popping right out of the ground from a fissure. Plus, you can see all your figures. You got your pilot taking off. One guy's doing some ground surveys. Your commander is in there on top of the command post watching the launch. One of the guys is just hanging around on some of the terrain that crane is holding onto, and it looks like the other two are doing some surveys of the ground. So yeah, quite an active from box art. Taking a look at the top of the box, you can see all 6 of your minifigures, plus the 2 aliens and your drone, including a 1-to-1 image of who I believe is supposed to be the mission commander, especially considering that metallic gold was coloring on his suit. Looks really nice. Also, he looks like he's seen quite a few trips around the sun. Take a look at the back. You can see quite a few of the play features. Like you got some rooms in the command center. Here you got the movable roof up there in the comms tower. Or you can see the full interior of the station, and as well as looking like you can do some mining with that little bit of terrain. This box does have the tape, so you do have to use a knife to get the thing open. Also, you might notice on the other side of the box, it's got one of these little pop-out handles to make carrying such a big box a little bit easier. Actually, you got this same thing going here on the other side with the space gray coloring. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this thing open. There we go. All right, let's see what all we've got here. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3 bags so far. 1 plate out there by itself. 4 looks like almost looks like a Lego ramp piece out by itself. 5, 6, a couple more large plates out by themselves. 7, 8, 9, 10 bags of parts, and 1 instruction manual in the file folder. Go ahead, get this guy open. There we go. Oh, we got multiple instruction manuals. Stickers aren't in there. There are any. Let's see. So it looks like instruction manual 1 has a little bit of terrain build, plus a nice looking cargo truck. Anything in the back of this one? Oh yeah, you got a couple of the sets on display. You got this set, you got the small rover, you got the interstellar spaceship, and the modular space station. And plus, you got a couple of these city sets. You got you got the fire station, you got the firefighting plane, you got the mobile police headquarters, the prison island, which looks really cool. Seen that a lot on the Walmart shelves, plus a little police car chase. And even more in the back, you got the mobile hamburger truck. You got a little steamroller, got some go karts, a little racing car, a off road truck, plus the race car and carrier truck. All right, so let's see. Okay, we do have a sticker sheet, but it doesn't look too bad. Most of them look like pretty sizable stickers, so no, shouldn't be too hard. Okay, bags 2 through 7 is the command center itself. 8 and 9 are the spaceship, and 10 is the launch pad. Which, yep, 10 is the one with all your parts, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages of parts. Dang, that's, well, considering it's got over 1,000 pieces, I guess that shouldn't be too much of a surprise. So, I mean, that is a lot of parts, but it looks like none of the other instruction manuals has anything in the back. So, this looks like it's going to be a long, fun build. Go ahead and jump into a time lapse of this build, starting right now. Alright, the build is done. That took quite a bit of time, several hours to get done. But considering the piece count was 1,400 plus change, who's surprised here? As you can see, we got quite a bit going on here. We're going to start off with the minifigures, which we actually have quite a few of. We got 6 full-size minifigures, 2 of the little aliens, and then 1 little buildable robot. We're going to start off with the aliens. We got 2 of them. The 2 of them are exactly the same. But taking a look at them, they're actually really cute. That's actually one thing I mentioned with my my first couple of videos was with these 2020 for space sets, and that is the fact that for once, this is one of the few times that in the Lego City Space Line where we have uh, peaceful first contact with the aliens. And that's because, I mean, look at these guys. They're cute. No, they're cute. They're hardly what you could call dangerous. But I like the printing on the face with the 3 big eyes and with the eyebrows and just a little bit of smile. And it's only 3 pieces. You got the head. You got one of the 1x1 circular plates with a hole in the middle. And then you got this piece used here. I wouldn't be surprised if this is usually used for, like, I don't know, like underwater plant life, but they're actually used for the for like the tentacles for the little aliens. So yeah, kind of cute. Next up, we got our first minifigure. We got this good looking guy here with a mix of orange and like a cream yellow armor, looking really good. Like the lightning bolt that he's got going on there. No alternate face. I do like the armor piece that they give for this guy. Yeah, of course, with the Lego City Space logo printed on there. You can see you got a ingot piece in the same color. There's what his torso looks like underneath the armor. Basically, this as same as all the others. What I do like is that these guys actually got two different color arms. One is in, I believe that's supposed to be a medium nougat, and the other is in a metallic gray, which almost makes me wonder if this guy's might have suffered some injury, like maybe he had to get a mechanical arm to replace his real arm. So yeah, he might have gone through some stuff. But of course, but having that mechanical arm means he's got a really cool attachment with this drill arm. I like to use that. Like the fact that they use um, I believe the main piece here was first used in the Black Panther sets for like Shuri's like arm gauntlets, the sonic cannon arms that she uses. But it's a good use for the piece, and it connects to a drill and the main torso, main body of a drill attachment for it. So really cool. Also, some good printing going on with the legs. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I showed the back printing, which also has some good printing going on there. So yeah, this is a really cool really cool figure to add to your Lego Space Crew. Next up, we got a people in couple people in the green. This first one is a guy, nice looking goat. He going on there again. No secondary face. I do like the solar panel pieces here in the back, and it's not the only time you'll see it either. Like I said, it's basically the same torso going on with all the guys. Same with the back printing, and he's got himself a Lego. I believe the piece is usually used for a metal detector, which might be what he's what the piece is being actually be might actually be what the piece is being used for right now. Looking for some looking for some mineral deposits that's going on here on the whatever planet they're on. But yeah, really like Kim. I really like this guy. And then we got the other one in the green, and you notice this one is female. No real other than that, no real difference in this one and the last one. Next up, we'll take a look at this lady here. No alternate face, but she's got the same torso piece as our first guy. Can say and same torso print going on the front and back. So nothing much going on there, but still really like all the armor pieces they've been giving to the Lego Space guys. However, I think my personal favorite of the figures is this one here. I believe he is supposed to be your mission commander. What with all that metallic gold going on, even got like the tassels you see in like in like classic naval figures. Like the printing going on there as on here as well. Again, a lot of metallic gold. His accessory is actually a Harry Potter wand, but it actually makes for a really good like cane going on, and he actually needs it because you take a look at his face. You can see he's been around for a while. It actually makes you wonder why they have someone of his age exploring other planets. I really don't know. But I really like that figure. Also like the dual molding they get going on here with the ribbing, as I do the back printing, and then we got ourselves a little buildable robot on here. Super simple. It's got a one by one circular tile and translite blue for his face. Some simple arms going on here. Some simple looking treads to give him some movement. And much like all the other builds in the Lego City Space Line, he's got the battery. He's got the battery pack in the back with that transparent purple, but with the speckles going on, and of course the printed tile for the battery itself. So super simple little robot, but I'm sure he's helpful all around. And then lastly, we have our pilot in blue. Our pilot is female. I like the printing going on here for I think for the radio she's probably got going on. No, so she's got the same helmet to design as the mission commander, complete with the dual molding going on. She's actually got herself a little bit of a jetpack going on in the back, and she's got the same torso and leg printing as all the others. So pretty solid lineup of figures going on here, and some pretty solid builds going on as well. First off, we got this little bit of terrain going on. I like the mix of, it's super simple, but I like the mix of the colors. With like the dark tan, the orange, the meat, I believe that's supposed to be meat and nougat, the light yellow. And inside you can see what looks to be some sort of microscopic life was going on there on a 1x1 circular tile in light blue, which I believe is supposed to represent a petri dish. You got also see you got some plant life going on down there, or like the use of it's usually used for ice. I believe this piece is usually used for minifigure ice cream, but in like a pinkish purple. And also you can see some of the plant life has the same transparent purple with speckles coloring going on as the battery packs. And there's actually a little bit of a function. It's a little bit of terrain actually has a little bit of a function. Take a look at the back. You can see there's a gear here. You twist that gear, that pops this part off, and you can find a geode hidden behind the rock face. Yes, and I believe that this bit of terrain is actually compatible with a later part of the build. Next up, we got a nice little bit of truck going on here. I like the use of the metallic gold is used in the truck to give it the impression that it's got some hydraulics going on. You got the printed Lego Space logos both on the front and back. In the back, you can see you got both a pickaxe and a shovel, and you notice there's a battery pack in the back where the license plate the back of truck would be. The top of the truck can be lifted up super easily, so you need to fit a minifigure back there. No control stick or wheel or something like that to control it. Although actually these pieces back here might be considered control sticks, but it does look like he has some sort of a heads-up display going on there. So a bit simple for the truck design, but it looks really cool. I like the color scheme with the black, white, little bit the gold. And strangely enough, even that little bit of orange there on the front, I kind of like. And I'm usually not a fan of black or orange, but again, this looks really nice. So, plus, much like the terrain build, you can add a part of the main section of the build into that. And we'll actually go ahead and mention that real quick. You see here on the hook, you got a little bit of terrain going on here with another one of those geodes and transparent transparent plants. And you can easily add this to your terrain build. Have it be part of the terrain to lift that up and then find the microscopic life forms. Or notice with the back of the truck with these 1x4 plates, you can totally add into that part into the back of the truck to carry it around back to base as well. So yeah, nice that one simple little build can be moved around quite a bit in the build. As for the main base itself, there's quite a bit going on here. So we'll go ahead and start from the ground up. First off, I gotta admit, I like the landing gear going on here. It almost looks like the whole section and of the base is just like a module from the spaceship that it just drops straight down to the planet. And the landing gear is basically, and the support structures here are actually the landing gear of that. And I really like the builds and stuff for these landing gear as well. You go with the black and somewhat metallic gold. You got kind of like pistons. Plus, I couldn't help but notice that this section here actually kind of reminds me of a minikit from a Lego game. I can't help it. I can't help myself. That's what it looks like to me. Anyway, you got the same battery pack as the truck going on here with the two pieces, but that's just sitting on a 1x2 plate with a jumper in the middle, so it's easily detachable, like the printed control panel over there by the door. Same with the Lego Space logo. Oh, plus, since you actually have something of a working airlock here, just grab on here and lift that up, and you can access the main interior. Plus, I love the use of the triangular plates going on here to get that really cool design in there. Up on top of this section, I believe these small builds here are supposed to be air vents, which look really nice. But you got some windows all around. Plus, you actually got a second airlock over here on the side. So nice touch there. As you can see, you can open the entire thing and to give it a more open access. First off, taking a look on this side, you can see we got something of a little restaurant going on here. You got your drink fountain over here, got a couple of stickers on the sides, one of which is something of an ad where one of the little aliens actually look like he's either cooking up or getting ready to eat one of the sandwiches. On the other side, looks like someone brought their iTunes since with Emmett has some music going on. Take a look on the inside. You got a couple chairs with a nice table there, all with 4 2x2 plates with jumpers in the middle. One of which has a mug in yellow, probably some coffee. And it looks like someone left their Subway sandwich there on the plate. So nice little interior there. Over on the other side, you got a bit of a science lab. Go over here. You've got a nice little buildable microscope. Over here, you've got a syringe in yellow. And then for the stickers on this side, you can kind of see how they're actually not only just using the minerals transfer to power in those batteries, they're also using those plants, because it turns out they're with the batteries as well. And taking a look on the other side, looks like you got someone doing a medical scan on somebody. And as for the center, that main section is actually connected to this tower. It turns also that this whole section, and it can spin a full 360 degrees. Turns out this is actually storage for your equipment, and you got the color coordinated with the yellow, green, and blue, and that is where you can store your armor and equipment. Take, for example, this guy here. You can just pop off when you're done with your missions. You can just pop off the armor. Lift the top section off, and then you can just pop your armor there. Hold still. Well, for me. There we go. Yep, you can just store your armor there, and it's ready to go for whenever you need it. So yeah, nothing too crazy going on there, but could totally be easy, but could totally be useful. Going up to the next section. I like the use of these pylon pieces for structural stability, to give it look like it's got some major structural stability going on on here, although this section doesn't actually move. The next section, though, moves quite a bit. It can actually swing a full 360 degrees, and that's because this is a working crane. One thing I'd like to point out is that they use a new type of string that I haven't seen before in a Lego set. Normally, the string is black, but as you take a look here, this one's actually a bit of a silver. This one's actually a bit of a silver. Or you can see it's actually a pretty thick. It's actually a pretty thick. It's actually a pretty thick string. Almost looks like it's multiple strings, fused together. And it's actually used. I'm pretty sure they're also using a different material. So I think that the idea is that this new string is supposed to represent some, new strong, some new like stronger cables for some heavy duty lifting. Although unfortunately, it was no easier time for me to tie it on to where it's supposed to go. That's one thing I really miss from the Halo Floodgate firefight. The fact that they took out the middleman and made sure you didn't have to do this the tie up the string yourself. The set already came with the string tied. So yeah, one thing I wish Lego did more often. Anyway, the crane can swing around a full 360 degrees, and you can see you got some gears going on here. And so you use this little plunger here to raise and lower your crane. So really nice. It's really useful. As for the top section, you can take the entire sub-assembly here off. Take a look at that real quick. You got a nice antenna going on here, like the use that they're once again using the Harry Potter wand pieces to add a little detail to that dish. Let me see if I can get this whole thing off. No, don't think so. All right, give me just a second. All right, looks like I'm gonna have to do a little bit of a top-down on a view for this one. So taking a look at that down there on the inside, you can see there's a total of 4 chairs in there. A couple of are looking at some control panels, while others have some screens going on here. One of them, actually, I really like this one. It looks like they're communicating with the $20 interstellar spacecraft, which is a nice little Easter egg to the series. And as for the other one, it looks like it's actually taking a look at it. It looks like that's actually communicating with the modular space station. And as both of them have the Lego Space logo there in the top right corner of the screen. So before we move on to the last couple bits, I would like to point out I really do like these large window panels that they use for the top of the control tower. Also, you notice that you got a couple of floodlights there at the corners. So nice touch all in all. So for the last bit in this set, technically it's 2. We got ourselves a nice sized space station and a launch pad. We'll go ahead and take a look at the spaceship first. Technically, it's a spaceship with a large cargo container, or technically cargo module. Which, if you have the modular space station, you can totally attach this to it. Take a look inside the module. You have a battery control. You have a well, technically, I think it's supposed to be some sort of power transfer module. Or I can kind of see like the idea is that you got the plant life and the geo connected to the two power cells that go into your battery. Yeah, and then we basically transferring the power from the geode and plant life to the battery cells. And you can see that those are sitting on these 2x2 plates with jumpers in the middle. And you can totally add that to your science lab in the command center. Yeah, nothing too crazy going on here. But like I said, if you have the modular space station, you can totally add this, swap out one of the modules in there and swap it out for this one. You can see that attaches to the ship with these two Technic pins. As for the ship itself, I can it looks really good. It looks like like a two utility cargo shuttle. You got a nice large transparent piece there for your cockpit. You got a couple of control sticks here, along with a sticker to the transparent screen for your pilot, along with not one but two of the power cells connected in the back of the ship, along with another printed Lego City space logo there in the back. Like the use of like the T-Rex T-Rex teeth like pieces, means on in the thrusters, and again a simple design, but it's big, it's beefy, it feels like a utility cargo shuttle, like this thing is used to transfer cargo from the space station down to the planet. I really like it. As for the launch pad, this is actually a really nice design. You got your symmetrical lights going down from the top to the bottom. Once again, bringing out those triangular tile pieces to make get arrows going up. And I really like the piece they use on this large orange piece they used here at the bottom. I think it's normally used for like I think that like the skate like Lego City skate parks, but but it makes things for a good piece for the bottom launch ship pad as well. Like the slope up piece really looks like it will work for like throwing away the flame and the exhaust from the ship launching. Also, you notice is in the back. It's got another one of those power cells. But you notice this one has multiple colors. One of them is the usual dark purple with some speckles, but the other one's more of a pink, which I imagine is the color you get when you transfer the power from the plant life into the battery cells. Also, you can see just a little bit of Technic build going on here to get that to that triangular slope. So that's everything that this set has to offer. For $135, that kind of feels a bit much, but drop it down to that 81 you got going on at Walmart. Oh, that made it such an easy buy for me. Like as soon as I saw the price, it's dropped by $50. Oh man, I knew I was picking this set up at the end of the day. But again, 135, maybe it might be. Like some people might say it's worth it. I mean, it is a lot of figures. Plus, again, 1,400 pieces. It is plus what is it? 1,422 to be exact. $435. It is right there around that 10 cents per piece price point that everybody seems to think is the gold standard for Lego sets. But you got a lot going on here. You got a couple of vehicles. You got a large base, quite a few figures, quite a few play features. Who knows? Some people might say it's worth that $135. But again, if you guys see this at your local Walmart, you might want to check the price because it might be that $81 clearance price. And I'll be the first to admit, it's been about a week since I filmed the intro and unboxing, and that $80 price point is still going on at least at my Walmart, and there's still a couple still available. So again, if you guys haven't picked this one up and you want to, now might be the time to do so to take advantage of that $80 price. So that'll be the end of this video. Thank you for joining me for it. If you guys enjoyed it, you know what to do. Hit like, subscribe, all that stuff. Ring the bell to be notified of all videos as soon as they become available. Check out my channel and some more of my content on the end screen in just a few seconds. And I will see you all in the next video. Later, everybody.